Well, I'm glad to see someone still has their sense of humor, but I'm betting that wasn't her and she has no idea that's even there. So, want to make out? I mean, hang out. Damn autocorrect. Want to sit on my face? I mean, grab a drink. Damn autocorrect. Autocorrect clearly just wants us to bang. I mean, hang every time. Come on, you two, just get it over with already. Jeez. Probably sitting right next to each other, too. Isn't that fun? My husband had to wear a mask on a business trip, and now he has chlamydia. You had my curiosity, now you have my attention. That is not where I saw that one going, but I really want to see where it ends up. Replace the first 4 letters of both your names with F. I'm F's F. I think I'll sit this one out. Wonder why this guy doesn't want to play. What's his... His name. Yeah, that wouldn't end up well for anybody, pal. Good call. Brad Pitt always morphs into the woman he's dating. Would you look at that? They're not wrong. And he can pull it off, too. Way to go, Brad. Really should have hung on to Aniston, but that's just me. SMH, yet another example of how society is engineered to oppress women. Ladies, please poop in the toilet, not on the floor. I don't think oppress is the right choice of word there, but I could be wrong. All right, let's break this one down a little bit. So her cousin and her boyfriend are the same dude, and her brother and you are the same dude, and her dad looks the same age as all of them. What? I guess that's one way to cut down the seats at the family reunion, huh? Do twins have the same size D? Now we're asking the real questions. As a twin, I can say my D is definitely bigger than my sister's. Didn't see that one coming, did you? But I still have a few questions. No, never mind. What's the worst thing you've ever done? So I started dating this divorced mom who had a 5 or 6-year-old crotch goblin who was utterly convinced that his mommy and daddy were gonna get back together someday. Needless to say, he didn't like me very much and he basically turned into the Antichrist whenever his mom wasn't looking and did an irritatingly effective job of C-blocking me. So on one of the rare occasions when the walking-talking argument for pro-choice was with his father, I took a piss in the bottom drawer of his dresser. His mom found it sometime later and confronted him about it. He told her it wasn't him and tried to blame me, which caused his mom to go absolutely apeshit at him for lying. Because who would ever believe that a grown-ass man would piss in a kid's dresser, and forced him to apologize to me for it. Long story short, he avoided me like the plague after that, and I got the crap out of his mom. Seems kind of like a war. Nobody won. But there were plenty of casualties. Being kissed in your sleep is like the purest form of love. Unless you were home alone. Or in prison. Oh, it's still love in prison. Just a whole different kind of love. So in this particular situation, do I need an electrician or a plumber? I would go with a realtor, but that's just me. Afraid to die alone? Become a bus driver. That's so many shades of dark, it's hilarious, and I'm gonna share the crap out of that one. COVID has killed 1.6 million people in the world, and you are alive. Use a few seconds to thank God. Thanks for killing 1.6 million people. Well, that's the danger of social media. Everyone has an opinion, and they say opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one. And unfortunately, on social media, you meet a lot of opinions. Sorry. I'm sure that wasn't the reply they were looking for, but you still got it. 7 years ago, I worked at a small company of about 15 people. I sent an email to all my coworkers one Friday, inviting them on a weekend hike. Only one person came, a guy from the web development team that I'd hardly spoken to. Today is our 6th wedding anniversary. We're going hiking. Web development guy, huh? Sounds like someone who might have the expertise to delete that email from everyone else's inbox. I bet that realization just hit her like the sole of a $2 hiking boot. Hard. Me watching my neighbor yell at his dog while he cleans my poop off his porch. I love it when a plan comes together. That dog's been crapping in my yard for years. He deserved it. My cancer won, guys. Goodbye. Last online 9 years ago. There's 2 kinds of people in this world. Ones that will scoff at that and ones that will laugh. I would be the latter. Military wives when he goes on deployment. LMFAO. Alright, I'ma go cheat. This isn't funny at all. My girlfriend's husband is fighting for your freedom, so show some effing respect. All right, hold up. Read that again. Do the math on that and look at what he actually said. I'm officially cancer-free. God is so good. Actually, the doctors and nurses are so good. God's the one who gave you the cancer. Now, I love my twisted humor just like the next guy, but this one's really off and really funny. My 17-year-old brother's school did a mock election, and one of the kids ran as the Communist Party as a joke, and the school made them stop because they were winning. Their mock election was so realistic, the school even played the role of the CIA. Yep, I'm not going to touch that one. I'm just going to leave that right there for you. Enjoy. Just got my first debit card. And you just got your first, second, third, and probably 10th case of stolen identity. Make sure you sign that one before you have to cancel it. My boyfriend got my mom pregnant. My brother got me pregnant. My mother is my sister. My father got me pregnant. I'm in love with my dog. And out of all those ridiculous options, the last one I feel is the best. But you picked your own favorite and we'll all discuss it at our next support meeting. Because after looking at that, you're gonna need it. Always carry a potato wrapped in foil to a party. It's a conversation starter. Ever seen a lion's egg? A conversation avoider. Excuse me, hot, hot, hot. A conversation ender. Just got this cyst removed. Feel how heavy. Always carry a potato wrapped in foil to a party. Bet he gets smashed at parties. The first thing our new hire did was fix a bug that's been bugging him forever as a user prior to joining. He then breathed a sigh of relief and submitted his 2 weeks' notice. What the Obviously, that bug was really bothering him. So much so, he decided to take it into his own hands. And hey, if nobody else can do it right, sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. Hopefully he didn't drop a virus too while he was there. When you realize Captain America's suit doesn't have 50 stars, so he's actually Captain Puerto Rico. Hey, it's still in American territory. Come on, let it go. FBI raid at NSA employee's home reveals over 16 million pics. And knowing how guys are, I bet every single one of them was voluntary. So really, it wasn't a crime. Back off, FBI. No, I can't. Not with this one. This is a horrible, debilitating disease. That poor man. But this is really funny. I'm sorry. But it's like I always say, if you're going to hell anyways, make sure you have a good seat. This is probably the most cursed thing I have ever seen. And I would tend to agree. What the duck is going on there? What episode is this? Please respond. It's obviously a mystery. Right, Shaggy? Scooby? Hello? I'm going to hang a Batman costume in my closet just to screw with myself when I get Alzheimer's. Better hope you can still fit in that suit, because that would be really confusing. $43 million in cash found in empty Nigerian apartment. Poor guy probably spent the past decade trying to share it, but no one ever replied to his email. Pigs rescued from a fire were later served as sausages to thank the firefighters. That is messed up, but I hope they had pancakes too. My teacher told me guns kill people. I told her my pencil failed my math exam. Try as you may, but you cannot argue with that logic. During the Cold War, the CIA considered airdropping extra-large condoms labeled medium over the Soviet Union to demoralize the Soviet male population and make them feel anatomically inferior and afraid to fight the US. Damn it, I love this country so much. That is American ingenuity at its finest. America. Shall we go out? Will your boyfriend be okay with that? I don't have a boyfriend. Who is that man in your photos then? My husband, but we're just friends. Well, as long as she's okay with it, buddy, have at it. If you dare. In 1943, a woman named Maria Vasilnevna Oktyabrskaya sells all her possessions just to buy a T-34 tank for revenge against the Germans who took her husband's life. She even personally wrote a letter to Stalin to request to fight on the front line, which was approved. And some of you are complaining about a man taking out the trash? How dare you? Go get him, Maria. My boyfriend just left for his stupid karate class. Come over. Heather, are you freaking kidding me? How could you? Oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry. Pick up the phone, please. How could you call karate stupid? I thought I knew you. I thought you knew how to read the names in your message list. Apparently, I was wrong on both counts. This man stopped smoking for 6 years and saved the money he used to spend on smoking to buy a car. Then he died in a car accident. Well, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Serious question for believers in heaven. When I was a child, being told a loved one was watching over me was comforting. However, as an adult, I'm wondering if grandma's just sitting back watching me gobble balls, or is there some kind of privacy setting I should know about? You know, she may have a point, but I'm kind of more curious about the gobble balls comment. Aren't you? What movie do you want to see the all-female reboot of? 300, with the exact same costumes. I'm listening. What's the worst song to play at a funeral? My father chose the music for my uncle's funeral. I didn't recognize the title. However, at the intense moment that the curtains drew around the coffin, out blurted the Looney Tunes theme. We were horrified, and my dad sat there hunched over, giggling to himself. Full disclosure, I had a hard time getting this one out without laughing. It's hilarious. I only hope they had the classic Porky Pig line at the end of it. The family I babysit for bought me a car for my 18th birthday. So thankful. Buy me a car or I'll tell your wife about us. 4 words, gentlemen. More money, more problems. Hi, I'm Jason. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Laughter is truly the best medicine, and I hope you got a little bit of that today. Until next time, we'll see you again on Supplies.